Close games for sustainable competition, modification by adaptation, and action spaces. Below this video, see links to articles and support resources to help viewers understand and develop these concepts further. In this video channel, we draw on learning theories related to ecological dynamics. In this particular video, we focus on how to create games based on constraints-based learning ideas that adapt to the players to create a close game encounter where anyone could win. For close games, both players must be able to take advantage of the affordances in the game structure to challenge the opponent. Close games create sustainable competition that promotes play, where the outcome of the game is unpredictable. Each player can challenge the other. The game is a serious endeavor, but the result is only important for a moment, and it prepares the players to want to compete again. In sustainable competition, the setup is to promote and match the action spaces of the players. By action space, we refer to how in a game, a player moves and makes decisions based on their utilization of time, space, force, and risk tactical concepts. To promote action spaces, games are designed where for the players, 1. Affordances in the game design promote tactical concepts, 2. Skill development emerges in relation to tactical problems, and 3. Games are designed to create opportunities for optimum challenge. Hopper, in a keynote address to Australian Physical Education Association in 2011, addressed this idea of fostering close competition through a modified game approach he called modification by adaptation. Simply put, in modification by adaptation, the game outcome leads to the game rules being adjusted to challenge the winning player. This initial rule intends to create the conditions for structural coupling, to allow complex learning to emerge for the player in relation to the enabling constraints in the game structure. The intent is to draw diverse players into compatible action spaces, where their affordances in relation to the game design offer them movements and decisions that promote a more equitable opportunity to succeed. In the game of tennis, this means that the action space of each player is generated and transformed by the interplay between their unfolding interactions in the environment of the game and how they engage with it. With modification by adaptation, the environment becomes adaptable to the players based on the outcome of the game encounter, a bit like a video game design where it facilitates players' learning. For example, a tennis modified game where two players, A and B, in the service box across the net using a slow bouncing red transition ball. If player A wins the game, then her court width could be increased in size by adding the doubles court tramlines area. Then players could play again. This time player B can make use of the increased target area to hit to the spaces to challenge player A. If player B was to win, then the court spaces could become more compatible. However, if player A won again, then the other service box could be added and the players could play the game once more. Eventually, player B would learn to tactically use the increased width of the space to beat their opponent, who is being challenged to defend the space despite their initial superior ability. In becoming more dominant in the game, player B could become attuned to the need to learn how to hit the open spaces, thus creating the ideal situation to practice the fundamental skills like body setup for the ball bounces and impact point of the ball in front of the body at waist-knee height to direct the ball into the open court area. Encourage players to engage in successful decision-making and perceive the need for and benefit from practicing the skill fundamental cues. In modification by adaptation games, the game becomes the teacher. The scoring system causes an adaptation that helps the player appreciate a tactical concept, like hit to spaces to make the opponent move. Then, when suggested skill fundamentals are taught by the teacher, like body setup and impact point of the ball in relation to the body, players can practice these in movement patterns in relation to the needs of the game, and then apply them when they return to the game to play the games that promote this close competition. Thank you for watching our video. In later videos, we will explore this idea of modification by adaptation further in relation to team games, the benefits of playing diverse opponents, and the interesting idea we have noted called non-conscious behavior mimicry. Thank you.